Hello everyone, welcome back to Colony Survival. My name is Chance Brunton, and once again I'm joined by Chris.
Hello everybody.
And last time we got real close to being able to build a colony survival kit.
Yep.
Or colony starter kit.
We just need that
we're mostly
bread.
just short on bread.
So to get that bread.
And technically we're short on bronze arrows too, but that won't be a problem for long.
Once day starts. How much bread
Every
we got?
morning we get the full amount.
3. Actually, we're pretty close on bread too. We got 382,
Yeah.
and we need 500. Although,
Thing is, I think that...
Go ahead.
Yeah?
I was just going to say, once we get all this bread in this colony survival kit, our total calories is going to, get cut by, 80%.
Yeah, that's another thing. We probably want to have more than 500 bread before we actually build it.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to build another layer of the bread tower.
Yeah. I'm gonna put on another grinder. And then I'll monitor to see if it's maybe worth putting in a baker.
So the game seems to be running a little bit smoother for me since the last update. It's kind of weird.
Is it?
Yeah, I think my frame rate's a little bit closer to 144, which is where I like it.
Yeah, they probably did some optimization. Zune does a lot of optimizations. It's what he spends most of his time doing.
Well, I appreciate it, because anything lower than 100 hertz now bothers me, because I'm becoming one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you might want to try this for yourself, but anecdotally it feels like there's a larger delay between placing blocks.
Really?
Try to place a few blocks really quickly.
Alright, well, hang on. Right now I'm just trying to get some blocks placed, however, slowly. I'm just fumbling with menus. So there's a bed, and a grinder. Actually, the grinder I should move, so I can put a box. And then, yeah. Then I need to put down a job. No, the job's already created. So I just... Did we hire automatically? No, because we don't have enough happiness. So that's actually the next thing I need to look at is the happiness. So try and place a few blocks.
Yeah, just... I don't know, maybe
I don't see
not.
a problem.
Yeah, it might just be a weird server take issues.
Yeah, they seem to place as fast as I can click.
Yeah, because they're not doing that for me, and they were last time. And they've always been, but now it's if I click too fast, it doesn't place for at least another second.
I mean, my APM is not as high as it once was, but I still think that it's probably high enough.
Yeah, it's strange.
I've once had 180 APM, and now I'm a 60 APM scrub.
That's because you're getting old, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just those tendons in your hand just don't respond as fast anymore.
I think it might also have something to do with the fact that I don't do any practice with anything that's intensive anymore.
Sure.
About the highest APM thing I played today is XCOM.
It's pretty high APM, man. You gotta, kill those aliens fast. Okay, got that part. Build another set of the staircase. How do you do it this way?
Actually, that's not true. Dark Souls is slightly higher APM.
Dark Souls is pretty high APM, but also because everything's so momentum-based, you don't really need high APM. It's more about strategy and planning.
For me, it's mostly about flailing and jumping off of cliffs backwards. No! No!
Yeah. I mean, that's also Dark Souls. Dark Souls is very flail-heavy. Do we have any stone steps? We do. Also, I can tell we've been playing too much Stardew in our free time, because, I keep trying to press E to open my inventory.
It would be a little bit more of a convenient button. I don't know why they didn't do that.
Is E used for something else? I mean, I'm sure we could rebind it.
I don't think... Yeah, you can rebind it. It's not used for something else, as far as I know. I mean, I have the controls right here. No, it's not.
Alright, then you guys are about to get the most riveting content ever, is where I toggle inventory as E. Boom. Oh, much
It's like
better.
in Diablo when we start the game and then immediately proceed to spend like 5 minutes doing the key bindings.
Skeleton, golem, mage, revive. And then I'll also need amplify. I normally use P for portal, but I guess I can use F8.
Well, that game's also got the worst key bindings ever.
Mhm.
Diablo 2 especially.
Since I've been playing it for so many years, I have lots of like little custom things I do with the
Yeah, I
key
do
binds.
stand still on E. That's my big one.
My big one is character sheet I bind to 5, inventory to 6, and skill tree to 7.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I never did that. I could see how that could be useful. I think I just use C character.
Yeah, C is the secondary binding for it.
Yeah, C and S for skills.
My problem with using those keys for things is that usually there's like a spell that I want to bind to those keys.
Oh, yeah.
Like S for skeleton or something.
I guess you're talking about Diablo 2.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, Diablo 3, you got 1 to 4. That's the only skills you got. Have fun.
Yeah, I never really rebound anything in Diablo 3.
Yeah, I did the E to stand still and the C for character. I never played that much Diablo 2. It's never my favorite game. Which is why I'm curious to see how Diablo 4 turns out. Because it seems like they're going very Diablo 3 in their design. Or Diablo 2, I mean.
Mhm.
They're kind of aping that again. Yeah, there's
Is there
definitely... I don't
anything-
know if it's the server or what, but like it is definitely way less responsive building than it was. Like, I used to build too fast, where I would accidentally build stuff on top of stuff, where like now it just feels kind of slow.
Mhm.
It could be on my end, it could be my network, or something weird.
It could also be my internet. Is it a big issue?
No. It's just I have to
Okay.
kind of. It's just I used to be able to like build a layer of the bread tower pretty quick, where now I have to kind of. And sometimes it works fine. So it has to be a network thing because like sometimes it works like a normal. So it's not like a change that they made. It's just
Yeah, that might. I think I might know what's causing that. We might fix that next time.
okay.
So how's the bread coming? 407.
So we're getting about like 50 to 60 a day.
Yeah, we need. I think the biggest bottleneck right now is wheat, which is, of course, what you're working on actively. I think we need more bees, but that also means more people consuming food, so I don't know if we want to do that just yet.
Sure.
We're just generally low on honey and beeswax, and that trickles down into the other things. I guess that might also be limiting, like, our cooked lobsters.
Do we need beeswax to cook lobsters?
We need honey. Cooked lobster needs lobster, honey, olive oil, and firewood.
I didn't realize people cook lobster with honey.
I mean, I can understand it.
I mean, I can see it. I just didn't realize that was like the typical like recipe.
It is a little annoying that if they don't have honey, they will not cook and eat the lobster.
Yeah, we got some picky colonists, man. High standards.
Like, you'd think, like, the addition of honey should affect their happiness, but that they should still be willing to cook and eat the lobster if they're starving.
Yeah, I think steamed lobster would be enough to like feed somebody. And there's people who would pay, upwards of $50 for that.
I think if people were starving, they would eat raw lobster.
True.
I think they just clonk it over the head and then eat it.
Yeah, it's like, I'm starving, haven't eaten in 3 days, but this lobster doesn't have honey in it, so I will just starve to death. Guess you gotta die with dignity, right?
Not sure that's really dignified. But. So our happiness is back to being slightly positive.
Yeah, I saw that.
And what are we working on in tech? Are we working yet on writing? We need ink and writer's desk, which needs ink. We need ink. We need coffee. I don't know where ink comes from. I can't even guess where ink comes from, actually.
Squids?
Yeah, but like Arctic squids? New World squids? Oriental squids?
All of the above?
Maybe the Orient. The Orient might make sense. That's the problem, is that it's probably in one of the 4, like, corners of the world.
Mm-hmm.
But guessing which corner
True.
is not particularly easy. What's happening here? Oh, that's weird. I, like, got stuck on something, but... seems fine now. What was that? There's just a huge noise.
I was readjusting my mic, or my mouse. I'm like, that?
Oh, okay, yeah, probably.
Yeah, my mouse got a little off sync. Yeah, this weird, like, ticking, like, the server tick thing is kind of, like, throwing me off. Oh.
Yeah, no, the problem is not on your end.
Okay.
We'll fix it for next time.
Okay. Not a huge deal. As long as it's not, like, something on my end, it doesn't really bother me as much. It feels kind of weird, but it's not.
So how's the additional wheat farm coming?
I've just about done getting the wheat part of it done. So, you want me just to immediately hire the people to do 4 patches or 2 patches or what?
I'm not sure, actually, because the wheat, it's a little bit hard looking at the particular... I wish it would really be nice to have those statistics from, like, previous days.
Because, yeah, I can place the 4 wheat farmers down now if you want, or 1 or 2. I'm going to do 1 now.
Sure.
Hey, we are over 2 days worth of food in the stockpile there for a minute.
Nice. What's our bread total?
400.
It would be nice to know, like, when our calories are aggregated from the different foods we have in the stockpile,
Yeah.
right? We spend calories to hire a colonist. That must be taken out with specific food items, but we don't really have any control over which food items it takes.
That's a good point.
Like, it would be nicer to pay for a colonist with, say, the berries rather than
the bread.
the bread.
Yeah. Do you think we want 1 more farmer, or do you think we're good where we're at?
I'm surprised we're only level with this hill. Good where we're at. We're actually being a little slow on the baking.
Okay.
Oh wow, we suddenly used a lot of... Part of the problem is it seems to fluctuate wildly.
Yeah.
Like, it'll stay still. Like, everybody will grab a load of stuff they need, and then they'll be working away, and it'll look like the number's not changing, and then it will suddenly change a lot. So, like, one moment we have, like, 200 wheat, and then the next moment we have 0.
Yeah.
See, now it looks like we really don't have enough wheat. But it's going up fast. Now it's going down. Now. So we've hit 0 wheat. We should never hit 0 wheat.
True.
So we should probably have at least 1 more guy. Of course, the other thing about that, though, is it takes like 3 days for these guys to begin harvesting.
True. So you don't really know what your output is at.
Yeah.
Hey, we got over 1 million calories, though.
Woohoo!
And we've got the 500 bread as well. We could make
We do?
We do. We could make it right now. Colony starter kit.
Okay. You want to go ahead and do that?
Sure.
Consequences be damned?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You go ahead and do it, because you're the one who is going to go run to the new colony anyway.
Okay.
So you make the thing,
I did.
and then grab a glider. What?
Okay. I did it. Yeah, now we're down to 572, but actually it's fine. We still have more than a day's worth of calories.
Yeah, and it's going up.
And now we
I'll
have
be
that production without the bread sink. So I think you'll be back to a comfortable place in a day or two. So, alright, well then I guess I will, we want to go to the New World, right?
Yeah, that's where we had been planning on
Okay,
starting,
which way was that
'cause,
again? I have no recollection.
Well, it's to the west.
Well, yeah, which way is the west?
The sun sets in the west, so it's where the sun is now. So it's kind of left of the entrance.
Okay.
Logically, that should be correct.
Okay, here we go.
Assuming that the sun sets in the west. I'm not actually sure about that.
Oh.
One would hope so.
Oh no. Alright, come on. I got stuck in a tree because like the game lagged out.
I see that. I'm trying to get a better vantage point.
There we go.
You need altitude.
I'm not in any danger. It's just... Oh yeah, it like lags out really bad. And when it lags out, it stops accepting my input to raise. Oh my gosh, this is
All right. Well, once you get a certain radius beyond the colony, there should be no zombies, I would think.
Okay.
So I will continue monitoring things here and making little improvements.
I have left Woomy Land.
Yeah, so you're probably now beyond a point where the zombies will spawn. Probably.
Slow going, but it seems to be working. It's very peaceful.
Once I get a new colony starter kit, I'll probably go the other way to the Orient.
Okay.
Oh, did we unlock trading between colonies yet? The science for it? No. That would kind of be useful. I've started the science for it.
Cool.
And what can we do about happiness? I think we can probably ration a bit more jewelry. The item description for wax tablet says no headphone jack.
This is actually very peaceful. Just kind of like cresting over this mountain, approaching. Looks like maybe the New World. I think this.
I mean, you should know. You've been there before.
Yeah, but I mean, the whole world kind of looks the same. Yeah, there's this nice like little island over here that I liked.
According to Steam, you are now apparently playing Colony Survival.
As of just now?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. I think that island over there is where I wanted to make our base. Oh no. Don't drop me in the water! Oh, it dropped me in the water.
Can you recover that?
Yeah.
I don't know what the physics is like when the glider hits the water.
It seems like no change.
It's an underwater proof glider.
Yeah. Yeah, just whenever the server updates and it thinks I'm not in the glider anymore, it undoes my inputs.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I have moved from the old world to the new world. It's like a nice little island full of trees.
Gonna help the colonists with the crafting, since I can craft much faster than they can. Copper nails, 500. 10 bows. I can't actually craft that.
Alright.
Torches, beds.
Welcome to Woomerica.
Woomerica?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Oh, I said transfer science. So I think I get the banner radius upgrade.
Sweet. Gonna make it hell to build that wall, but
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do
go
now.
for it. So we need a little short on copper nails again? Wow, we go through copper nails quite fast.
What's the best way to get stone? I just go outside the walls and just dig down and get some...
Start digging a mine. Like, near your banner somewhere, pick a place to, like, start digging down in a staircase.
Okay.
And just dig out a mine. Because you need to dig that stone anyway.
True.
By hand. And so then you're killing two birds with one stone.
I've lost the banner already.
If you select your banner tool, you should have a colored green area that'll help you.
Yeah, I found it. I assume we're not in any particular hurry, right?
No. I'm just sitting around watching colonists war to, like, try and identify, like, where shortages are.
What's kind of your next goal for the main colony, or is the main colony kind of done?
Well, to just, slowly start, continue building it, building up its population. We eventually want to get to 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But that involves slow balancing back and forth. The next major thing is to develop the, like, side colonies, and that will give us luxury resources that we can use to help keep our happiness up.
True.
In the main colony. But also, like, I just put on a couple additional wheat farmers, and I think we don't have enough bees. I'm gonna look into that again now. And then we're also probably gonna need some additional guards.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just not getting enough wax.
And I'm not in any danger yet because I don't have any colonists, right?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure because there are colonists over here, but I suspect that it's probably by
Colony size?
region. Well, I was going to say by region, so that, like, over here, like, this is the old world. So probably all the colonists in the old world add up for zombies in the old world, and so being in the new world, I would suspect that you're probably okay.
Okay, let's hope.
Oh no. One of us built this bee farm just slightly off.
Could have been me.
I think...
Well, I don't think I've built any bee farms in, like, many days.
No, this was built a while ago. But I'm not sure. Actually... It could have been me. I think I started doing this at some point, and then I think I left it to you to finish while I did something else. So it could have been either one of us.
Sure.
But I'm fixing it now. We are now at 0 happiness. And I accidentally put a torch on a grass block. That was not what I meant to do. There also are not enough spare beds around because the colonists are not going to appropriate beds, which is a little annoying.
Yes, let's see that. Okay, so a lot of the area around the banner now is cleaned up. Oh, it is really hard to dig with this network issue.
Is it?
Yeah, because sometimes it'll cut the digging in half. Like the progress bar will stop.
Is it that bad?
Not always, but
oh my god, we have 69 candles.
Well, we never need to make any more.
Well, we use them up, so if we want to maintain 69. If we want to keep it up, then we will need to produce more.
Fair.
Okay, I'm going to ration a little bit more in the way of jewelry. And then... Oh, we are making... Oh, what? You're kidding. Lanterns are made in the bronze anvil, apparently.
How tall does the wall need to be?
2 blocks. They cannot climb over a 2-block thing. 1 block they can walk on, but 2 is too much.
And I want to build it on our side. So the last green squares, when using the banner tool, that's where I want to build the wall. Not one outside the green squares, correct?
Correct. Because if the top of the wall is in the red, they will spawn on the
top
wall.
of the wall. Gotcha. I'm getting a good bit of this mined out. We get to one more stack of 100, and then I'll go build the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's slow going because of the network thing. I'm interested for you to watch it and see if you can figure out what's going on. It's really strange.
I'm confident I know what's going on.
Okay.
See, the problem is, I thought that it wouldn't be an issue, because I figured my internet connection was pretty good.
Yeah.
So, in the background, I am actually currently uploading the first episode of Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah, that's actually what I was wondering. I wonder if he's, using the network for something else. That's what it feels like. It just feels like your network's, really busy.
Yep, I am definitely uploading the first episode of Dark Souls and not downloading anything else.
You're downloading something else too?
No, I said I am uploading the first episode of Dark Souls and I'm definitely not downloading something else. That was an internet joke, based on what people are commonly accused of when their internet connection is poor in online gaming. You play StarCraft with a team and you lag, then everybody is going to start telling you to stop downloading something or other.
Gosh, I now get the joke. It took a minute.
And in my case, they will also tell you to stop going mass carriers.
Well, they're just wrong.
I mean, in their defense, sometimes it's good to do mass void ray.
True.
But the thing is, they're usually right when you're playing as Terran. Ah, excellent. I've got very important improvements for our pathway.
Really?
Yes. I now have blue lanterns to put at the corners.
Perfect.
That'll light the zombies up in style.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, in real life probably would help, but because then it would make it easier for the marksman to shoot at the zombies.
True.
You'd think the zombies would need to be well lit with, like, spotlights or something. In-game, I'm not quite sure it'll be that helpful. But. And in real life, you'd probably... I mean, blue is alright, but you'd probably use red.
Yeah, human eyes are pretty good at seeing red.
Yeah, and the thing is that, like, I think red has less impact on dark vision.
There was a time we probably would have known this, you and I.
Yeah, because I think it has to do with, you know how, like, the eyes are sensitive to by different amounts to, like, red, green, and blue?
Yeah.
So that a neutral gray color will have actually a different percentage, like it's 70% green or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that has to do with it, and so that, like, if you test it, red... Because, I mean, in theory, you'd think that, you know, all the pure colors would just have no effect on your dark vision. But
True.
In reality, I think red has minimal effect.
That makes sense. I can see that.
I could be totally wrong.
Alright, this is going to take a while. I picked a very tree-heavy area to build our base. America is a very tree-heavy place. It's kind of like, you know, very actual, like, how America...
Kind of like actual America?
Yeah.
Should have gone to the Arctic. Arctic is probably pretty barren. They did spend time actually, like, trying to make things
kind of
somewhat
like they are.
realistic. Yeah. They did. They spent weeks, like, researching, like, how weather works and stuff to figure out how to blend the biomes and what biomes they need and all sorts of stuff. There's lots of development diaries talking about it.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, how are the important things coming? Not that the lanterns aren't important. Maybe we could use another baker? Oh, we're up at 300 bread already.
Nice.
Yeah, another baker might be nice. If we could get up to 250 colonists, I could expand the banner radius again. Not that that really makes much of a difference to us at this point, but... Unless I was to build another wall, but I don't see enough. I don't really see much point in that.
Yeah, I think I get the benefit of it because I'm building my first wall at this size.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, since we're vertically stacking everything, like, that also means not too much of an effect.
Mm-hmm. True.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5. There is an exact middle. That is exactly what I want to see.
Can zombies spawn on the tops of trees? Is that something I need to be worried about? I've been kind of being careful to get the trees on both sides near the edge.
I would, yeah. I'm not sure. I think that is how some zombies have historically gotten into the base. But I'm not positive about that.
Okay. I wish it was daytime so I could see better.
I wonder if I should hire grocers more grocers? Yeah. At this point, to like distribute the luxuries.
Maybe. It's probably not a bad idea.
Just because I'm wondering if that would maybe kind of help people not have to walk as far every day.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh my gosh. This network. Oh, it's getting really bad.
I mean, there's not much I can do about it now.
Yeah. And I have to leave, like, an opening, right? Somewhere.
Yes. So probably what you want to do is something like we did at the main base, where you pick a side, and then you build, like, a little maze that they have to go through.
Okay.
Can you put quarter blocks on the ceiling? No, you can't.
You trying to stylize some stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going a lot faster now that I've done most of it. Now I'm just kind of going back, cleaning up some of the more precarious looking trees near the edge. Then I will build the wall. It's quite a process, especially because we have such a big area now.
Yeah. You don't, of course, have to clear out all the trees and stuff immediately.
No, I'm just getting the ones on the edge. Like the ones on our side or their side.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make it a safer place to live.
Okay, I recruited another wheat farmer.
Cool.
Now, I guess I'll start building up to the next floor of the bread tower, because we have now filled all of the current floors.
Wow, already?
Yeah.
If it's a little red, should I go one more in? If like the very side of the brick is red? Or is that fine, as long as not the full square isn't in the red on the Banner Radius thing?
Yeah, as long as the top is green.
Most of the top, but not all of the top.
Yeah, most of the top is green is fine. There will be, if you're right on the edge, there will be a little, there should be a little fraction of red.
That's fine.
I just went to check ours, and I was like, wait a minute, but there isn't here. And then I realized, oh yeah, that's because our Banner Radius increased. It used to be that way. I wish that you could hold more than a stack of 100 stone.
Yeah, I agree. Running into that right now.
So how's the colony coming?
I'm building the wall now. I've got most of the trees on both ends cleaned up, so it should be pretty safe. How big does the maze need to be?
Well, I built ours so that their walking path was 11 blocks wide. I'm not sure if that's optimal or not. And then, pretty much the longer the better.
Oh yeah, I figured that much.
I mean, ours starts 50 blocks out, and then it goes maybe 50 blocks long, at an estimate.
Okay.
At this point, maybe not 50 blocks long. Well, yeah, maybe not far off. I could go count the exact dimensions if you want.
No, it's okay. I just want to kind of figure out what to do. Generally, just how to build it out.
Yeah, I mean, well, you've seen what ours looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just build something very similar to that, if you want. This next floor of the bread tower is almost complete. It just lacks the dirt. Which dirt stacks up to 200, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just an oversight?
Yeah, probably. I mean, in Minecraft, I could believe that it was, a limitation, because it's it's a power of 2. So I'd think, well, maybe they're being very precise that, they're trying to be memory efficient, and so they're using a very small type of integer that can only hold up to that much.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, if we bump it to 128, which would be the next step, then it's going to use twice as much memory for all of these stacks of items.
Yeah, that could be.
Which, I mean, probably wouldn't be a big deal anyway, but... But yeah, 100 is a weird number, so that must be just like an arbitrary bound. It's funny how I described 64 as being a completely understandable number, and 100, which is a nice round number in a base 10 system, as being a weird number.
Yeah.
Just because I'm familiar with the technical details of how these things work. But probably the average person looking at it would probably say, well, 100 makes a lot more sense. 64 seems very random.
64, yeah, I mean, what's funny is like, I'm in that same headspace as you. I didn't even catch it. I was just like, yeah, obviously 64 makes perfect sense.
Because we are both equally weird people.
Very true.
Oh, you know what? Also, if you have access to all the technology that we have over here...
Yeah.
Then that also means you have access to diggers and builders.
I believe so, yeah.
So you could maybe, use that to good effect to help you get stuff done.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting there. It's coming together. I like...
Yeah, but, like a couple diggers could take out those trees that are all through the middle of the area, as well as, like, flatten the ground.
Well, I don't want to hire anybody right now because this place is not safe at all for, like, the colonist. So I need to build, like, a little thing.
Okay, I've unlocked traders.
We might want to call it soon, too. We're going a little long.
Yeah. It's probably alright, though. To be honest, I'm probably going to cut most of this. It's just been very quiet, us building.
You saying this hasn't been riveting content?
Alright, so I finished this next floor of the bread tower.
Cool.
It is now about... I think it is pretty much level with the tree farm. How much longer till the wall is going to be complete?
It's going to be a bit, and with the network stuff, it's probably better to call it here and come back, because it's probably taking about 1.5 as long because of how long between each block placement I can place.
Okay, well, we can call it there, and then next time we'll have the networking issue fixed, so that's not a problem.
Sounds good to me.
Anyway, in the meanwhile, I hope you all enjoyed, despite the lag, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, guys.